Good morning. The immense synergy and interdependence between both sides of the Pacific is more evident than ever before. As you know, there is a long and mutually beneficial commercial relationship between Singapore and the US. For example, Singapore is home to over 4,000 American businesses who anchor their regional operations here to draw from and to contribute to Singapore's rich mix of ideas, capital, and talent. Underlying this flow of knowledge is the flow of people. The US consistently ranks amongst the top travel destinations for Singaporeans. Singapore arrivals into the US have grown at a remarkable annual rate of about 12% per year over the last few years. This flow is reciprocal. In 2019, Singapore welcomed almost 730,000 American travelers here to our shores. With a 13% year-on-year growth, the US was our fastest growing long-haul market and the second fastest growing market overall. These tourism flows have been facilitated with more flight connectivity between Singapore and the US through key gateways like San Francisco, Los Angeles, and New York City, and don't forget Seattle as well. In November last year, Singapore Airlines also resumed the 19-hour non-stop flight between JFK Airport and Singapore. As you know, the growth in all these people-to-people flows has come to a standstill because of COVID. Globally, the travel and tourism industry has borne the brunt of COVID-19. As a globally connected city, with tourism as a key anchor and a key pillar of our economy, Singapore is no different. Indeed, we are well aware that there is no certainty yet of returning to a pre-COVID normal and when that might take place. For now, we have taken the opportunity to reimagine the future of our travel and tourism industry, not just for now in dealing with the immediate crisis, but also for the longer term needs of the travel and tourism industry over the longer term. One critical tool that we have is digitalisation. With safety and hygiene being at the top of many travelers' minds now and in the future, we expect, Singapore has been able to utilise an array of technology solutions to make travel more safe and seamless. For instance, our proprietary Trace Together app and token have empowered the world's first national digital contact tracing program. An exchange of Bluetooth signals between our devices is all that is required to facilitate contact tracing securely and efficiently. And this in turn helps us to trace close contacts of any infected individual quickly and efficiently, thereby arresting any sort of explosive growth of the virus. Technology also plays a central role in Singapore's efforts to create a frictionless and easy travel experience. The One Singapore experience is a visitor-centric strategy for delivering an end-to-end tourism experience. This includes our Singapore Arrival Card, which is an online immigration system for visitors to register their travel information before they arrive. This reduces the time spent waiting in line at the airport and facilitates a contact-free immigration clearance process. Our Visit Singapore Pass extends this seamless travel experience by providing visitors with easy access to key places of interest without the need for physical tickets or entry tokens. Beyond facilitating a safe and seamless travel experience, technology is also creating new possibilities for our businesses to reimagine what they could offer in the future. For example, the 2020 Standard Chartered Singapore Marathon will be remembered for its hybrid race format, which included augmented reality routes featuring the best of Singapore's sites and localities. And it reached out to runners from almost 70 countries from around the world. The Singapore Food Festival in 2020 went virtual for the first time and served up live masterclasses with top names in Singapore's F&B scene, as well as interactive virtual Singapore food tours served to over 500,000 global viewers. Our local tourism stakeholders have also been taking their own brick and mortar experiences virtual. In partnership with platforms like Amazon and Airbnb experiences, they have been able to do live streaming, for example, into the inner workings of attractions like Gardens by the Bay. And they've also been able to create online masterclasses, for example, at the Peranakan House Museum, the Intan. Through all these efforts, our tourism businesses are actively leveraging digital transformation and technology to stay connected with consumers from around the world. Now, reflecting on this concept of staying connected, we have seen how technology has also been the crucial connector for business communities around the world. This is strikingly clear in the business events industry, a sector that is traditionally premised on the power of face-to-face communications and interactions. While the technology for virtual meetings had existed for years prior, all it took was for weeks from the onset of the pandemic for the business community to take most of its interactions online. As Asia's top business meetings destination for 14 consecutive years, Singapore and its meetings industry have responded quickly and decisively. Our meetings venues have been certified under SG Clean, which is a national mark of excellence that indicates the establishment's commitment to higher standards of hygiene and sanitization. We have also worked hard with our industry partners to create a safe business events framework, a framework which has enabled us to reopen part of the business events industry and to pilot new business events in different formats that offer a higher level of assurance and safety to participants at these events. Our meeting venues have also scaled up on their digital capabilities. For example, at Marina Bay Sands, which has developed the industry's first hybrid broadcast studio. This meeting space not only accommodates up to 50 physical delegates, but also unlocks the possibility of scaling up to a global audience virtually through cutting-edge hologram and AR technology. All these efforts have come together to enable this hybrid summit today, with a live audience in MBS that is joined by a global audience from around the world. We are heartened by the choice of Singapore also for upcoming large-scale global meetings, such as the World Economic Forum in August 2020. I would like to conclude today's session by inviting you to join Singapore in our journey of reimagining the future of travel and tourism. We look forward also to welcoming all of you to Singapore sometime soon. After all, perhaps the biggest lesson that we learned in 2020 is that while we appreciate the conveniences of technology, sometimes we all still need some warm human interaction. Thank you and have a great time.